Good evening. In this video, we are going to analyze the recently conducted IBPS Clerks Mains exam. So, our AffairsCloud team have provided a detailed exam analysis for the GA section that happened in the IBPS Clerk Main exam that happened on October 13th. So, if you see, there were totally 50 GA questions that have been asked in the general awareness section, and out of that, we were able to collect 45 questions. If you see the category of each question, around 42 were related to current affairs, 1 was related to current static banking, and other 2 were related to the current static GK. So, out of this 45 collected, we were able to cover 39 questions. So, if you see, this is a purely real exam versus AffairsCloud current affairs comparison. That is, how many questions of AffairsCloud or how many information news provided in the AffairsCloud appeared in the real exam. So, if you see, out of the 45 collected, 39 questions were covered from various sources of AffairsCloud, which includes handwritten notes, app quiz, and also the website links. So, from all these sources, 39 questions were there in the IBPS exam. And in case of app quiz, if you had attended the quiz that appears in our app, then you would have been able to cover 30 questions. See, in case of app quiz, you have to attend the answer and also attend the question and also read the explanation that we have provided below it. Because the explanation provides more details. From the explanation also, few questions were asked in this IBPS Clerks Main exam. So, we like to say that out of this 39 questions, none of the questions are unwanted and none of the questions are repeated. They are all unique questions and none of them are repeated questions. So, as I said, from app quiz, 30 questions were covered. From this handwritten notes, 16 were covered, though it started only in June 2024. Around 22 questions were asked from after the month of June 2024 and we had covered around 16. So, while initiating this action itself, this new initiative itself, we had told that we will cover minimum 15 plus questions, and now we have covered 16 questions and met our target. The first question is, National Payment Corporation of India has incorporated NBSL as a wholly owned subsidiary. What does B stand for? So, the answer is BIM. We have covered this in handwritten notes, in our content, as well as in our app quiz. So, in all three sources, we have covered this particular question. Second question is, RBI has cleared the conversion of which financial and investment services provider into an NBFC ICC, that is Investment Credit Company, from a NBFC core investment company. So, the answer is Tata Capital Limited, and we have covered this in all three sources, that is handwritten notes, app quiz, and the content from the website as well. Third question, which institute has given $1.5 billion loan for the low carbon energy purpose? The answer is World Bank, and these are the three sources where we have covered this question. Fourth is Government of India has signed a 200 million loan agreement with Dash to enhance solid waste management and sanitation in 100 cities across 8 states in India as part of the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0. And the answer is ADB, that is Asian Development Bank. Next is Tata Power Solar Systems Limited has partnered with Dash to offer financial solutions for the purchase of solar panels or units for residential and corporate customers. So, here if you see, the answer is ICICI Bank. So, Tata Power has partnered with ICICI Bank, and this is the CA quiz question number 8, August 27, and handwritten notes is also available for this. Next is RBI has hiked the threshold for bulk fixed deposits to 3 crores from Dash for the scheduled commercial banks. So, we know that RBI had hiked the deposits, bulk deposits from rupees 2 crores to 3 crores. So, it is there in question number 16 CA quiz of June 11. Next is, which Maharatna Central Public Sector Enterprise signed an MOU with the USA-based Petron Scientech to establish a bioethylene plant in India? So, the answer here is GAIL. You can also see the quiz number, question number 9 and August 28 quiz, handwritten notes is also available. Next is IRDAI retains the domestic systematically important status for which of the insurance company? So, it retains DSSI status for the LIC, GIC Re and New GIC Reinsurance and New India Assurance Company. This is from the month of March. Next is that RBI signs local currency agreement with which of the following countries. So if you see, this was from the news of May month. Here we have mentioned about RBI and Bank Indonesia that had recently signed to promote this local currency. But they have asked multiple countries because this is a series of events. This did not happen only in the month of May. RBI had also signed with other countries in the previous 2 or 3 months. So in future, what we are thinking is that we will group all these similar events into one news and provide to you when a similar new news appears, either in the form of quiz, or we will also provide it in the content, also in the form of handwritten notes. In future, we ensure that we group the similar events so that you will be able to relate all the similar events in case in future these type of questions appear. The 10th question is, RBI increased the upper limit offline transaction in UPI Lite in August 2023 to it is 500. So remember, this answer is 500. We have also covered this in our quiz and also in our handwritten notes. 11th question is, Ayushman Bharat health account that identifies a citizen of India in the country's digital health ecosystem. How many digits are there in the ABA ID number? So the answer here is 14-digit number. 12th question is, what was the theme of the National Space Day which was observed on 23rd August 2024? So the theme here is Touching Lives While Touching the Moon, India Space Saga. 13th question is, where is the headquarters of the Financial Action Task Force which recently concluded its 5th plenary session? So answer here is Paris, France. 14th question is, match the sports person according to the game Paris Olympics. And the answer here is Aman Sherawat. So if you see the entire details of what all events had taken place and what all medals has India won in that Olympics, everything is provided in our content. And here specifically about Aman Sherawat is also been provided in our content and also app quiz and handwritten notes. 15th question is, Shikhar Dhawan recently announced his retirement from the domestic and international cricket. Which of the following is known for Shikhar Dhawan? The answer is fastest test century on debut. We have covered this news in detail, but we have missed to cover this fastest test century on debut name also known for Shikhar Dhawan. The next question is, Animal Welfare Board of India headquarters. The answer is Bhallabarg, Haryana. So if you see, we haven't covered this question. This is not a purely static question. This is current related static question. So the one of the founder of the Animal Welfare Board of India is Smriti Rukmani Devi. So recently a book titled Rukmani Devi Arundale, Arts Revelist and Institution Builder has been published. So related, since she is one of the main founder of this Animal Welfare Board of India, this question has been asked in the IBPS mains exam. So we ensure that in future these kind of questions will not be missed and we will cover as much as possible and we ensure that we do not miss any questions in the future. 17th question is, Bhishma cubes gifted to Kiev for emergency medical. So here the answer is Bhishma cube is equipped. So what is this Bhishma cube? It is equipped to provide emergency medical care to up to 200 patients. 18th question is, National Pension Scheme, the share of a private company in an employee's NPS is up to dash of the employee's basic salary. So here it is 14% of the employee's basic salary. 19th question is, which of the following is not top 5 global competitive index 2024? We apologize that we haven't covered this question. So this was covered in the Indian Express news, but we have missed to cover this global competitive index. So we ensure that such type of mistakes don't happen in the future. So 28th question is that in excess of the powers conferred by section 139 read with section 295 of the Income Tax Act 1961, who are all eligible for income tax return form 1 for assessment year 2023-24. So here if you see income up to 5 lakh, so income up to 50 lakhs, it's eligible for filing in ITR 1, that is Sahaj. 21st question, RBI increases the UPI transaction limit for tax payment to dash per transaction. So from 1 lakh, RBI has raised to 5 lakh for this tax payment purpose. The 22nd is that how many core promoter banks form the consortium that owns the NPCI. So the answer here is 10. This is purely static. So since this NPCI had been in use very frequently, they have asked about the core promoter banks. So it is very important to know about the organization that have been recently in use. So in this case, if you see, it is NPCI, and if it is also good to know about RBIH. So which is a section 8 company. The initial capital contribution by the RBI here is 100 crores. So a basic thing, a basic formation, the basic organization about the particular organization that have been in use recently, it is good to know about the organizations in detail. The 23rd question is, RBI also projects dash increase in private capex in the current financial year, that is financial year 2024-25. So here is the 54% increase in the private capex. 24th question is that which of the following are the different revenue sources of the Consolidated Fund of India? So it is indirect tax, direct tax, government services, profits and dividends, loan recoveries and debt repayments. We have covered all this in detail in the Union Budget 24-25. 25th question is, Department of Biotechnology introduced the Bio E3 policy. Which of the following does not define E3? So if you see, E3 is economy, environment and employment. This is the E3. So 26th question is, in August 2024, the International Hydrographic Organization and the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO named 3 underwater geographical structures located in India. So these 3 underwater structures are the Ashoka Seamount, the Chandragupta Ridge and Kalpataru Ridge. These are the 3 underwater geographical structures. 27th question is, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act of 2006, the MSME are classified based on investments in plant, machinery or equipment and turnover. So micro enterprises are investment and turnover lesser than equal to 5 crore. So if you see, in investment is lesser than equal to 1 crore and turnover is lesser than equal to 5 crore. 28th question is, SEBI has instructed BSE to pay a differential regulatory fee for the past periods with applicable interest of -% per annum. So answer here is 15% per annum. 29th is, MSDE expands model skill loan scheme, raises loan limit to rupees 7.5 lakh. It gives guarantee against default up to dash of the loan disbursed. So the guarantee is up to 75% of the loan disbursed. 30th is, RBI directs deposit taking housing finance company to maintain dash in liquid assets by January 1st, 2025. So they are actually requested to maintain 14% by January 2025 and 15% by July 2025. The 31st question is related to senior citizen savings account, and we had covered in detail about the senior citizen saving account in our website. 32nd question is, a 2492 carat diamond, the second largest in the world, has been discovered in dash. The answer for this is Botswana, and we had covered this in the daily CA quiz, and the question number of it is 18. The 33rd question is about the 70th National Film Awards. So which of the following has won a Golden Lotus Award? The answer is Suraj R. Barjatia. 34th question was about the National Award for E-Governance 2024 categories, and we had covered in detail about this National Award for E-Governance category in the AffairsCloud website page. 35th question was highest wetland area in which state, and the answer for it is Gujarat. 36th question is question related to Reserve Bank regulates financial markets within the overarching statutory framework of which of the following act? So the answer related to this has been covered in the Static Banking Awareness course under the chapter named Important Banking Acts and Financial Markets. The 37th question is, Nirbhaya fund allocation have gone up from rupees 100 crores in the financial year 2023-24 to dash for the current fiscal. The answer is 200 crores. And we apologize that we have missed to cover this current affairs question, and this is related to the union budget. 38th question is, IASST team develops new model for early detection of disease. So this has been covered in our daily CA quiz July 31st, question number 22. 39th question is, in which state is this Kartumbi umbrella, a handmade umbrella made by tribal women, produced? So the answer here is Kerala. So this is a current affairs related static news. So if you see recently, the Bank of Baroda in collaboration with Tampu, a tribal community in Kerala, for their Karthumbi umbrellas. So this was in one of the initiatives on the Bank of Baroda Foundation Day. So there were a lot of initiatives on Bank of Baroda Foundation Day, and this is one of the initiative. And this was also mentioned in one of the speeches of the Prime Minister Man Ki Baat. The 40th question is mutual fund related term KIM SID free look period STP exit load. So this is covered in detail in one of our website content. The 41st question is Kalaputtu or Maramamudi is the bull race conducted in the villages of which state? The answer here is Kerala, and this is a static question and we have missed to cover this question. 42nd question is National Strategy for Financial Education is by which of the following? It is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. The 43rd is which organization will issue certificates for migrant workers for the Social Security Scheme? The answer here is EPFO. If you see here, it is EPFO. It is a retirement body which on mandatory basis provides universal social security coverage to all the salaried people in India. 44th question is which of the following is not among the top 5 zinc producing countries? The answer here is Mexico, and we haven't covered this question in our AffairsCloud. The last 45th question is which state emerged as the best performer in category B in states startup ranking 2022 on support to startup ecosystem of states and union territories, which was released in 2024. The answer here is Himachal Pradesh. So these are the 45 questions that we have collected, and we have showed you that whatever we have covered and from what all sources of AffairsCloud we have covered this questions. I hope this video was useful to you.